Hi, welcome back to Play It Loud and Bruce Springsteen's Tracks 2, Part 2. When I did the first video last week, I think there was maybe one or two others who'd gone online, but virtually no one. I look again a week later and I haven't added them up. There might be 40, 50, 100 people have put their opinion into the pot. The only one that I saw was Norman Maslow. I tend to watch him. The others I've largely ignored, not least of which is because I don't want them to influence the way I feel about this. There is something quite striking about, I'll say it, my opinion of this box, and clearly the person who put the best of together. In the first video I said that I didn't agree with the best of choice of tracks for the first, 2 or 3 albums, 4 albums. I made a playlist on K-Buzz as I was going through of the albums that I thought really represented the box set, and when I'd finished listening to everything, I went into that K-Buzz playlist, and to my surprise there were exactly 22 tracks there. Same number of tracks that there is on the greatest hits. Perhaps not to my surprise, only 4 of the tracks that I took were on the best of. The other 18 I hadn't considered. Now this is clearly a matter of taste, and I will endeavour to put in my list at the bottom of this video. I'm relatively new to this, so it might be a challenge. We'll see where we get to. I'll give you an idea of where we're up to. However, let's come to what for me were the last 3 albums, although double albums amongst them. And we'll start with this. This is somewhere north of Nashville. It's a curate's egg. I made a note, all things to all men. There are tracks on here that could have come from a number of Springsteen albums and not looked out of place. I'd have said Silver Mountain from the Pete Seeger sessions, Detail Man from Bored to Run. There are several tracks that could have fitted easily onto Nebraska. It's a nice album, but would it stand alone? I have serious doubts. I don't think it would. In common with all of the other albums in this box, it's lovely sleeve, excellent details, all the lyrics are there. The quality of this box is superb. It is frankly as good as it gets. Okay, we'll move on to Perfect World. Perfect World is, I think, the album that picks up the other pieces. Was never recorded as an album, where most of the others were recorded at roughly the same time with roughly the same personnel and expected that maybe they would see the light of day on their own album. Perfect World didn't. It hangs together, but it's flaky. It's another curate's egg. It's not an album that you would play as an album, because there are ups and downs and changes in the way the production has worked, so it doesn't sound uniform. It doesn't give that A to B finish. I think along with perhaps the first album, the 83 sessions, it's going to be my least played album out of the box. And that brings us to the last one, Twilight Hours. I love this album. I think this is fabulous. I really do. There are people who have complained in writing, haven't watched the YouTubes, and said that it's not Springsteen. It's a crooner's album. Well, people like Rod Stewart did their American songbook albums. He's not the only one. Lots of them did it. Did Don Healy Eagles. A few people have done something similar. Springsteen didn't go that route. He wrote his own songs. It's a beautiful album. It's excellent. And for those people who have said, quoting Maslow now, there's not enough rockers on the box set, I think I hesitate to say too many, but they're not very good. The rockers in the box set, as a rule, do not stand up to Cover Me, Dancing in the Dark, dozens of others, certainly not Born to Run era. But the slower songs really do. And his lyrics on this box set are on occasions, I can't find words for it, they're just brilliant. Okay, so summing up Bruce Springsteen's box set, there are, I think, a few albums that should have come out on their own. We just talked about this. That should, I'd say still should, be released as a single album. Come on, company. Columbia, CBS, get your act together, get it out there. It's a wonderful album. It stands really high in Springsteen's catalogue. Go for it. Streets of Philadelphia, I mentioned in the previous video. It would benefit from having the title track on the album, and I don't know why they left it off, perhaps because it's the only track, would have been the only track that had been previously released in that form. But yeah, it's a lovely album. It's different, it's nice, it stands alone. Inyo, is that how you pronounce it? My favourite album. Again, definitely stands up, definitely would be a standalone album. There is some really, really good stuff on this box set. It's beautifully put together. Covers, inserts, everything about it. Don't like the packaging of the box, been through there, but it's a really, really nice album. And the best tracks are not on the greatest hits. So if you got the or greatest hits, greatest bits of, I don't remember what they called the album, 22 tracks double album of the best of the box set, they're not, in my opinion, the best of the box set, not even close. So go on to whatever you use, Spotify, K-Buzz, Tidal, play it loud. I'll put an addendum on here of the tracks that I put on my best of. Thanks. Please subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Okay, the tracks that went on my K-Buzz playlist, I'll take them slowly. If you're interested, you can jot them down, make your own. Johnny Bye Bye, The Klansman, Fugitive's Dream, The Little Things, We Fell Down, Farewell Party, My Master's Hand, Let Me Ride, Adelita, Our Lady of Monroe, I can't pronounce the next one, Ciudad Juraz, my Mexican's rubbish, Poor Side of Town, Janie Don't Lose Heart, You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone, Blue Highway, Somewhere North of Nashville, If I Could Only Be Your Lover, Perfect World, Twilight Hours, Sunday Love, High Sierra, and Sunliner. That's my best of the box set, but I'm going to be going back to it often. There's some great stuff there. Thanks.